Hello, viewers, and welcome to another interesting and intriguing episode of your favorite talk show on Serenity TV. Today, we'll be diving into another thought-provoking discussion. Today, we're exploring a question that has been asked for generations, but yet still sparks debate whenever it has been asked. Marriage and benefits. Who gains more, man or woman? So today, we'll be exploring this topic. And I have guests in the house. I have beautiful lady in the house, and I have two men here with me to discuss this particular topic. We want to deliberate on it to see exactly who gains more, the man or the woman. I have Mrs. Choma here. Mrs. Choma, you're welcome.
Thank you.
And I have Mr. Regis. Mr. Regis, you're very much welcome.
Thank you.
Glad to have you back in the studio.
Same here.
Mr. Emmanuel, you're welcome.
Thank you so
I'm so glad you're here. So today we'll be discussing this particular topic. And please, my name is Gloria. I am your host. And today we'll be talking about marriage and its benefits. Marriage is often seen as a union built on love, companionship, and commitment. But beyond love, there are benefits. We have financial, we have emotional, and we have health benefit that comes with being married. The big question is, do men enjoy more of the game or do women enjoy more? Now, Mr. Regis, when you hear the word benefits, marriage and benefits, what comes to your mind?
Well, benefits, just like what we gain, right, in marriage. Okay, for me, um, marriage is, for me, the principal ends of marriage. Number one, procreation and mutual assistance. So you see that in procreation, um, I said something last week. In procreation, you see that even when the kids are grown, you still see them appreciating the lady more,
Okay.
despite all the hustle struggles and others. Then, in terms of the mutual assistance, if a lady is not benefiting anything or stops benefiting, you see that there will be problem already in the marriage. For me, I believe women are gaining more in marriage than men.
All right, thank you. Mrs. Choma, please, can you help us define the benefits of marriage?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Like my colleague rightly said, marriage benefit in marriage is actually not really is not really just financially, but mutual and otherwise.
Okay, thank you. And now, when we talk about benefits, we have the emotional benefits, we have the financial benefits, we
Okay.
have the social, the health, and
Yeah.
companionship. All these are benefits put together. Now, Mr. Emmanuel, benefits for men. Let's quickly talk about what do you think men benefit when it comes to marriage?
In marriage, there are something I find out in marriage.
Okay.
This is a union between two persons that come together, and this union is quite very initial. Let me just call it. Let me use that word, initial. These are two people from different geographical area, different upbringing, but you find out that both of them come together and become one. And I don't think one should be more beneficiary than other. I think that this is why we call it mutual. It is a mutual something. Now, when it comes to something being mutual, I think that this is a situation whereby this is what you're supposed to do as a man, and this is what I'm supposed to do as a woman. But when you look into it as a biblical thing, the Bible said that the man is the head of the house, and God called women the weaker vessel. I think women benefit more than men. That is how the nature is.
All right. Thank you for that.
Okay.
Now, some believe men gain more because they find stability, respect, and longer life expectancy in marriage. That is what some people believe. And when others also argue about the fact that women benefit more through financial support, security, and social status. But then there's also an idea that women sacrifice more in terms of career independence and freedom. So I beg to disagree that men actually
Oh,
gain more.
when you said about living longer, the rates of men dying every day in the community out of maybe risk. In fact, we are on a high risk end, like Whatever we could actually do to put food on the table, we don't mind doing it to make sure that everybody fits. So on the process of doing those stuffs, and you see, you've actually get or put your life in a very risky moment, and things that you know that on a very good day, if I am not desperately looking for what to be on the table, I could actually pass by or overlook it. But I have to do this to make sure there is actually food on
So
the
you're
table.
saying the expectancy
So
of longer life
now,
is not there.
what I'm trying to say is that on the process of doing all these things, you see that both the BP we are talking about, both and it seems that men has this. Once you're 40, you already has this postrate whatever coming up in you. So we have a whole lot of things, both health wise against us. Do you understand? So by the time you could get to a particular standard of life, you see that all those things are coming back. All the risks you took, things that you're not even supposed to do on a very good day, you're doing it to put food on the table. Once they come back, you see that the life expectancy will be cut short. And you see that men are dying at 50, 60, 65. It wasn't back then that you see that a man is up to 100. How many of, if you come to your house now, even your village or your kindred, name how many men that is up to 85 years.
Okay.
Do you understand? You wouldn't see. And once a man goes down, you see how the woman will be flourishing and looking so good.
Wow.
I have something to add there.
Okay.
I have something to add there. There is what we call division of labor
Okay.
in economics, and let me bring it in marriage. I think we have the work is being divided. What we ought to do. There is one adage that I wanted to say something. For you to be a man, you must be selfish. If you want me to explain, I will explain.
Go ahead, please.
Now, what do I mean that you must be selfish? I have my duty as a man. Now, if I'm done with my duty, I'm not sure that any other one that I'm doing it to please you.
Okay.
I will please you as a husband, which is fine. But if I'm coming in order to
do extra,
not extra, in order to discomfort myself,
okay,
for me to please you, no, I'm going abstract.
All right.
So that means the selfishness you talk about is not really, you're not really selfish like you said.
No, in another way around, in another way around, women see it as selfish. Like for instance, okay, let me give an example. Now, in my family, I provide everything that comes to my family. Now, like last year, I took them on vacation, for example. But this year, I decided to go alone. But if the thing sounds to another person, they say, this man is selfish, you want to enjoy himself. No, but I know what I'm passing through. I might go out there for vacation for me to cool down my brain and think some certain things out in order to benefit the family.
To set the family right.
And come back to set the family right. Like last year when I went out with them, we traveled to Lagos on a vacation. I treat them well, everything I did it well. Now this year, if you expect me that it's must, I might not have the same one I had that last year. And I might decided to go out there to travel to Lagos or to Abuja for me to calm myself down. But you find out in woman understanding, she'll be seeing it as if honey, both of us traveled last year and this year you are trying to become selfish. That is where I'm coming from.
Okay.
I hope I'm clear.
Okay, thank you very much. So in other words, you're saying that men don't gain more emotionally than women do, or what?
What you're talking about here is the life expectancy. He's just trying to let you know that he needs to be selfish to get older, because like what I said, how long will you be so selfless?
Okay.
Our last this thing I made mention of my friend saying once he's 55 he'll stop training everyone.
Okay.
And work on himself, on his retirement benefits and others. Yes.
Okay. So now we've talked about the benefits for a man in marriage.
You have no benefits.
You have no benefit.
Yeah,
that is what you believe.
Yes.
Now let's talk. Okay.
But
they have, but they don't have.
Whatever benefits that a man wants to have is not coming from the family. It's like what you said. It's a self thing you have to determine and go out from the box. I'm going to do this. I know a man is old right now. Look at what he does. He has a whole lot of properties when he was young. Then now that he's old, he said, I don't see these kids taking care of me. They'll look more on the mother. So every year the man will just pick one property and sell and start feeding and start being okay. And he said he'll do this till the rest of his life.
Okay, Mr. Reggie, I love what you say, but I want to encounter it.
Okay.
Man have benefits.
Okay.
Just like what you just said now. This kind of person. I called my wife something ago and I told him, you see these two guys. I won't make money I could not enjoy.
Okay.
Like one of my uncle years back, he's trying to train children, train kids and other things along the line. The man died. Now those properties that he acquired, those children now they are lavishing everything. Now what am I trying to say? If you want to have benefit, it will come from you.
That's what I'm saying.
If you don't want to have benefit, it will also come from you.
That's what I'm saying.
Like now, sorry to say this, I don't know wherever this is going to is going to reach. But I called my wife years ago and I told her, so listen to me. Any money that I have, any property that I have now, I won't let these children know, so that they can comport and concentrate in life.
And
sometimes we parents, we are the one that's spoiling those kids.
Yes.
In essence, trying to let them know that they have
Okay, let's not digress. Let's focus on let's go back to the topic. Let's focus on the topic. Now we're talking about in marriage who gains more, the man or the woman. That is the topic. And now you Mr. Regis here said men don't have any benefits in marriage. But I beg to disagree.
The only thing that men have is just that companionship.
No,
which can end at any time.
Okay.
You understand?
No, it's not only companionship.
What
Men
else?
gain a lot.
How? Okay, can you?
You gain a lot.
Just name one or two. Well,
let's say in the social aspect.
Okay.
Social respect. A man is seen as a responsible man after marriage.
A woman is seen more responsible.
No. A man is seen as a responsible man, a full man after marriage, just once he's married.
Sometimes when you see a man that is not behaving well, the best thing to bring the man, got the man in order, is to give him a wife. Yes.
Okay. Have you also heard that the pride of every woman is the man?
Yes, we've heard about it.
You know that there are women that just come out, they just want to get married and get that name that we are married. I'm married.
Okay.
And they can now decide to leave the marriage.
In as much as they decide it does not mean that men are not still benefiting. It doesn't mean that women are not giving a man a wife is not helping them.
A man can decide to live a monastic life without marrying and still be very close to
the man will not be responsible.
He will not be responsible.
I said monastic life.
Okay.
Monastic life means total dedication to God.
Person go die. That one is a different thing.
Okay, that's very.
I don't believe that women benefit more.
I'll give an example. Do we still have little time?
Okay, yes.
Okay, I'll give an example. Did you hear about some weeks ago? This guy is 30. He has every money, has huge money companies. At 30, he decided to join the priesthood. He became a priest at 39 and gave out all those properties. He is okay. He's a bride of Christ. No disturbance for women. He wants to serve God and make a very simple life.
That is his choice.
That is his choice when it comes to that.
So I'm just trying to let you know that a man can still move on without getting married and still be very, very okay.
But we're talking about people that are married.
A whole lot of women will be more tormented. I'm just trying to let you know that a marriage, once we get into marriage, number one, we are tied down. There's a whole lot of things we are ought to do.
Are women not tied down?
Woman is tied down.
There's a whole lot of things we are ought to do. We're not going to do again.
What about a woman?
The only benefit there that a man should have is companionship. This is my wife. And everybody say, hey, he's even married. And see you like you're responsible.
What you're saying now is just the same as a woman. Because when a woman is married now, she's even tied down in a lot of aspects.
I might agree with that a little bit, but I know what...
When a woman is married, her surname is changed. automatically.
Okay. You're getting
You
okay.
ship him off to
You're still getting.
How are we gaining?
In as much as
Taking your
wait now.
You just took my. If I'm a very rich man, you're already taking the surname as part
it's
of
not
that
like
of this
that.
family.
All
No,
right,
What are you saying?
all right. That has been a wonderful discussion. Let's quickly go on a short break and we'll be right back. All right, viewers, welcome back from that very short break. Like you all have been listening, we are still talking about marriage and benefits. Do men gain more in marriage or do women gain more? We are still on that topic. And before we went on that very short break, we were discussing about the who gains more, who actually gains more. Is it the men or the women? I will have a debate. It's like a debate in the studio. We have Mr. Regis here saying men don't gain anything. That men don't gain anything, which I totally disagree with. Let's talk about the support system in marriage. Let's shift to the monetary aspect.
I didn't say it wrongly. I said.
You said men don't gain.
Yeah, I later said apart from companionship that this is my wife. My wife is here. I need somebody to talk with. That's another part.
Okay. Accepted. Now let's leave because maybe you guys think that because you provide that you actually lose a lot. Now let's leave the monetary aspect out of it. Okay. Let's talk about the support system in a home now. We talk about who helps with the home, taking care of the children, and even sometimes women help financially. Sometimes.
I'll give you also an instance. Have you seen this trending video online? A husband and a wife went for shopping. So the lady was picking oranges. So the guy would dip his hand from the already picked oranges that the lady picked and suggest to the lady, what about this? Is this okay? The lady will pick it and look at it and throw it at the ones that are not good. Meanwhile, she already picked it as part of the good ones. How? They always believe that they don't make mistakes. Whatever they are doing in terms of what in terms of the domestic, then they're always right. So
we don't believe we don't make mistakes.
I just give you an it's a trending video. So they believe that if a man should be so good, it should be in his office. But whatever that happens within this in the house, like in the kitchen, the normal house and domestic activities, they feel that they know more. Personally, I cook in my house. Why? Because I work from home. So on the process of working from home, if I'm at home and the school box shuttle brings back my kids, I must make sure I prepare whatever they eat. It is not. Is not shared. It is not say. It don't say that since my wife is the woman, she must be the person that will cook. In fact, I derive joy in cooking. So I cook for them. They eat even before my wife comes back, and that's the standard. Do you understand? So the support system, if for me, I don't believe is desperately or uniquely for the ladies. Anybody can support. I've told you I do it too. I wake up. My wife could wake me up, take care of this, while I take care of this, for us to just come together and achieve before time.
Okay,
yes.
That's beautiful. You're now talking from a personal perspective,
yes.
From your own personal experience. Yes. That is what you do. Now, I could tell you for free that 70, yes, I will use the word 70% of men out there don't believe in what you're saying. A man will tell you that why would I go out and make money and still come back to the house and still help her in the kitchen? Why would I do that?
Okay, now, can I come in?
No, you can go ahead. Let me just now. A woman is expected to some men. I'm not generalizing. Some men expect a woman to actually take care of the home, be the one to take care of the kids, clean the house, take the kids to school, prepare breakfast, prepare lunch, and prepare dinner, and still go out for our own this thing. And when you tell them about it, when you tell them about helping, support in the family, they tell you that why would I go out there to make money and still come back home and still assist in the chores? What do you have to say?
Okay, likewise what my brother says. He says something. He said he worked from home. Now, the nature of job you do speaks a lot. I'm an engineer. Today I might be at River State. Today I might be at Cross River State. And I'm this kind of person. I don't like dirty environment. I'm talking out of experience. Anytime I come home and I see that house is unkept, sometimes I do have misunderstanding with my wife. So someday he said, okay. If you want, let me be going out and be making money and be doing this. He said, no, I'm not trying to impose load on you. But there is what we called, unprepared and prepared. Both of them are not the same thing. Women, they are weaker vessel. Now, men, God made us as a strong man. Now, you don't expect me, if I come, what he said, I agree with what he said. Which when I haven't started working, I do, or sometimes if I'm on leave, I will do housekeep and other things. But you shouldn't take it as, you must do it. There is one thing I find out in women, sometimes they are naive when it comes to understanding. What do I mean by naive? There are some certain things you'll be doing for a woman, for your wife. She will take it that this is her rights. Now, sometimes some men doesn't give that chance. It doesn't mean that they are stupid. If you remember the first statement I said, that he said, for you to be a man, you must be a selfish man. Now, but sometimes when you're trying to do it, they will be seeing it as, you must do it. You must do it. But a woman that have her senses should have known that this thing that this man is doing is not really what he's supposed to do, but he's giving me a help. I don't know whether you're getting.
Yeah, I get you.
So this is not our duty to do it.
Yes,
but
there is.
If you are in a position.
Thank you.
If you're in a position,
so that means the duty now is that is what you're trying to say now. It is a woman's duty to take care of the house.
It's her duty to take care of the house.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
It's her duty to
take care of the house. It is a man's duty to provide for the family.
It's a man's duty to provide for the family, and if you are a chance to, to make.
Then why do women work?
Let me also comment. If you come in a family, you said you are a helper. Women are helper. But that doesn't mean that if the man is not okay and the woman is in a position to do what she needs to do for the family to be okay, she wouldn't do it. In our own time, when my mom at that time, may God rest his soul, there's a time, my dad is a civil servant. He always expects salary. And there are times that the salary wouldn't come 2, 3, 4 months. You wouldn't know that my mom is the person providing.
There are only some of them, they're getting the money, yet they're not helping them.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
You wouldn't know, but at the end of the day, you see my dad coming out and paid your school fees. I never knew it's just the small job, retail job my mom is doing. He'll pass the money to my dad, and my dad will pay. Do you know why am I giving this instance right now? In today's marriage, it is no more like that. So once a woman provides for just a month or 2 months, knowing that you have obstacles with your marriage, the tempo, I said this the last time, the tempo and the countenance will automatically change. In the world we are living today, it's not working out.
I disagree that it's no more like that. No, I disagree with you. That it's no more like that. It's still like that. Yes, it's still like that.
Are you a Gen Z? I'm talking about this generation. This generation, even the millennials, is affecting them seriously. It will be that is why the level of divorce, right? The rate of divorce is very high right now in Nigeria. We used to hear divorce then in US. Nobody wants to tolerate again. Women don't want to have patience anymore. Once they have done what they are not supposed to do within a month or more, there was no place it was stampede that if a man doesn't have for now, you should leave and go to your father's house.
Okay, Mrs. Shoma, please go ahead.
As long as you saw your parents doing that, you can still be doing it in your own marriage. It doesn't matter, Jay-Z, this.
It is not a must. Let's not digress from that.
Because my mother was doing the same thing. Okay. So I learned it.
Okay.
When we go, sometimes my husband will say, I will say, take us out. He say, there's no money. I'll give him my ATM.
In this social media era, that's a whole lot of what was it called? Content creators about marriage. People that are not even qualified will come up and start saying
talking about
marriage. You see that a whole lot of women there are losing it. They are out of marriage. And
undisabled ones are losing
it. Let me
let's not digress. We are still on the topic. Who gains more? Now, when we're talking about who gains more, when we talk about the financial provision in the family, you made mention that a woman is supposed to, when I asked if, it is a woman's responsibility to take care of the home, yeah, and it's a man's responsibility to provide. Now, but if you look at today's world, like in many marriages today, I bet you most women are providing.
Yes.
Most women, like, let me give you an example. There is this family. not like well-to-do, yeah. The man, doesn't have like any significant job, or he lost his job at a point, so he was jobless at that point. So now, from my own perspective though, I felt that what a responsible man is supposed to be doing at that point is to actually seek for ways to get an employment, right? But this man goes out to drafts, or what do you people call it, where they play drafts and all these alcohol joints. This one leaves the house as early as 4 a.m. in the morning. She goes out to fend for. He goes out, drinks himself to stupor or whatever, and comes back home
start beating
the same wife that has been out of the house since morning. She goes to market as early as 4. Before 6 p.m. she's back. She prepares his kids for school, take them to school, drop them off, goes to the shop and starts catering for herself. She comes back in the afternoon to cook for the children, pick them from school, bring them home, and run back to the shop again. Now this man is still there doing whatever he at the end of the day, he will still call himself the head of the house.
That's evil. First of all, let me correct something. There was no place, or there was no time it was totally mandatory that the man will totally provide. You understand?
No, that is how you but a lot of men will tell you that house chores is for women.
Hold on. There was no place it says a man will totally provide. Like I said, if a man has crisis, does it mean that the woman should go because she has crisis with his job, or what? Does it mean?
But he should support, emotionally.
I just asked the question. Does it mean the woman?
No.
That's number one. Number two, if you look at the past generations where we're in, you see that the economy then and now, they are not the same thing. Then, like I said last time, I told you what makes a man wealthy is the bands of yam he has, the farms he has, the many wives, goods, and livestock that the man have. You understand? So most of the times, the man will just take their machetes, escort their wives to the farm, and watch over them while they work. You still see that the woman is working, but the man has provided the avenue in which we could extract what the family can feed on. Now, if you look at the present economy is no more something that a man
one person
can just go out and cut out. Starting from the rates, you pay in school fees, feeding, transportation. It's not the same thing. Everything is now doubled up, even up to 500% from the past 10 years. It's no more that way. So folding your hands women don't fold their hands anymore, because the kids are also your kids. If the kids excel tomorrow, 70% of what the kids will provide is going to the woman, whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
We only own Daddy, I bought you Mpara and snap. You understand? So we always do this, but it's time we change the narrative by a man making himself happy, because you're expecting extra from these other people. You're not going to get that extra. You only make yourself happy.
All right.
And you start laying the foundation.
Even in the situation where what you're providing to the family is the same thing, it can be equalized with what the woman is providing to the family. I mean, financially.
It cannot be equalized. Why? Once a man is working, he wouldn't work like a woman. You understand? One is this. If a woman is working in an office, a woman will always maintain that salary, take her salary, come back home. But me and you know, if a man is working in an office and he doesn't know the nook and crannies to make extra money in that office, it's just like a woman. These are the two different things you could have, and you always have between a man and a woman.
There are still some women working in the office that are still looking for extra means.
In that ship, in that big ship, Titanic, when it was about to sink, they said, "Please, women and kids first." So the men they good to die inside water. I'm just trying to let you know the world is just favoring you guys.
No, we go to
search for a job together with a woman who has everything. Yeah, the ladies rest assured, whether she's brilliant or not, that she's getting the job before the guy. So it's just against us, but we are not complaining. We are just trying a way to make ourselves happy right now for posterity and for years to come.
This kill your family. If you both succeed, there will be a hell of problem in marriages.
I'm not advising any man to follow Gege. You know, Gege, once you follow that, the mentality will change. But somehow he's actually saying fact, despite that he's been an extremist in terms of women, at least he say a little. He said, if a woman, if a man brings, the woman should also bring. Let's equate this so that the community will grow. Do you understand? So that's my stand.
All right, thank you very much. Our time is fast spent. Let's quickly take it one question or two questions before. Now, do you think, Miss Choma, do you think culture pressurize women into marriage more than it do to men in our society today? Do you think women are being pressurized more into marriages than men are being pressurized?
Women are being pressurized more.
Okay.
Pressurize more. I
How?
will say no to
Okay,
this.
okay. Sorry. Before you actually say no to that, now let's take for instance now a young lady who is who has gotten to the age of marriage. Let me say from 25 upwards. Next thing you start hearing is, when are you bringing my
The
in-laws
man
to
is
the
the
house?
worst.
How is the man the worst?
Women is the worst.
A man can actually stay. The only time a man is being pressured, maybe you are the only son of the family, then you are being pressurized because they actually want you to get them grandchildren. But now when you have a woman in the house at the age of 26,
When
they'll be
you're-
hammering
do you
it to
know
your
that
ear.
You don't have to be pressurized when you're up to 40 and you're not making any moves.
Woman from
But
22,
woman 20 something.
they're not to pressurize
Stop
you.
pressurizing.
No, okay, let me come in. One of the problem we have is this: man and a woman is not the same thing. You can't contest that.
Okay.
Women have a limited time than men
How?
when it comes to
Getting married, having a
getting married,
yes.
growing in all aspects of life, delivering. Woman menstruates. Do you know that with my understanding and this thing, menstruation that comes from woman's body, do you know that is a kind of circumcision? They go down day by day. That is why you can see some men, 50 years, you leave that man, it will still look
Not supposed to
at
be
a
praise
man of
women.
20
Women they
years.
try.
Now, what am I trying to say? So
When they
when
try.
if I want to talk about aspect now, woman, there is what we expect of you people.
Okay.
As a father, when you have a daughter that is up to 25, 26, you should be expecting her to, to get in
But
prepared.
does that mean that you should actually pressurize her to get
No,
married?
you don't. No. You don't pressurize anybody to get married because a woman can come out and.
But that is what is happening in today's world.
No, if it is
But what is happening? What
That is what is
happens
happening most
when
of
a
the
man has a
pressure.
job? Yes, okay, and the man will say, "Where is my granddaughter?"
It's vice versa. It's vice versa.
I need a grandson.
It's vice
You
versa.
can't be having a man will come into the house with a lady. The man or the woman, is she the one? Tell us so. Let's start with, and they are seeing it like they are seeing a man who doesn't get married even at happening. Men are
Say something about this. What do you think about this? But in everything, marriage was never designed to be a competition of who gains more or who loses more. It is meant to be a partnership where both people support, uplift, and build each other. If both partners come into marriage with love, understanding, sacrifice, balance, then marriage becomes a win-win for everyone. To all our viewers listening out there, thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you. Until come away next time. Bye for now.